How is it going, everyone? Welcome back to the channel today. So we have the Gino in tow right behind me, like we do pretty much every video on this channel, but I do have a sweet update on the new boat. So as I mentioned throughout the whole entire year, I feel like I've said it 4 or 5 times now, mentioning something about the new boat. I am working with East Cape Boats on it, and I finally have a decent update for you guys. The boat has been officially born. I did mention this over on Instagram, but I'll re-summarize here for you guys on the channel. But it has been born. Last Friday, I was over at East Cape in they're basically located in Orlando, and I got to see the deck fully vacuum infused. Let me get my terminology right. And that was super sweet. They had already done the hull the day prior, and the liner, and I believe every other component of the boat. But I did get to see the deck actually done last Friday, and that was super sick. My deck is carbon, and oh, I haven't mentioned the model of the boat yet. This is an East Cape Evo V I will be getting. It is an 18-foot poling skiff, or actually I think technically roughly 17, 10, or I'm just gonna call it 18, it's close enough. And it will be holding a Suzuki 90, so I am super excited about that. And all around, I just cannot wait. It'll be done in 4 to 5 weeks from now. And the components that they put in the mold last week should be coming out of the mold here either today or tomorrow, and I can't wait to see it. I will try to be stopping by over at East Cape like once a week to get little updates and film some stuff and share with you guys, but ultimately I can't wait for it to be done and I can share full walkthroughs, and we can get to fishing, and that's what it's all about. We can get to fishing on it. But yeah, I think that's it. Highly recommend you guys follow me over on Instagram if you guys want to get some updates, a little more quicker updates. A lot of times I share things on my story, but I think that's that. Enough talking. We got to go get some shrimp here. We're going to get out on the water, and we're going to grab some shrimp, and we got 2 new rods to try too. So enough talking. Let's grab our shrimp, and let's catch something. One thing I am gonna miss about, well, I've said this before, I'm keeping the Ginu. But one thing that is gonna be very different about the Ginu versus any other boat is it only holds 3 gallons of fuel. So the fuel price is never, more than 10 bucks to fill it up. So it'll definitely be a little bit different in my big boat. I think that has a 30-gallon fuel tank. So let's get our shrimp. All right, good to go. All right, so we have 2 new Fenwick world-class rods right here. These are both 7/6 medium fast action rods. I got them with 2,500 slammers on each, so I'm kind of replacing, well, I'm feeling it out. I'm replacing my 7-foot medium Fenwick Elite Inshores with their new generation. This is the highest tier in the new generation, the world class. Fenwick now has the HMG, the Elite, and the world class in that inshore next generation of Fenwick rods. So I love the Fenwick Elite Inshores. You guys see me fish them for the past, I want to say 3 years, just non-stop. Fish the crap out of them. And now we got the new models. So I'm gonna feel this out. These are 7/6. Usually in the medium class, I usually fish 7-foot. But we'll kind of get a feel for them, and if maybe it feels like too much rod for a 2,500, I might grab the 7-footers. But I'm gonna get these rigged up, probably one with a circle hook for my shrimp, and then one with maybe just like an NLBN mini mullet. That's been working pretty good lately. So I kind of have 2 different options, whether I come across redfish, snook, trout, black drum, whatever it may be, I'll be ready to go. But let's get rigged up, let's get fishing. Missed something. First bite of the day there, I kind of missed him. There's some. Oh, nice trout. Nice trout. See if I can back up here a little bit. Smoked the shrimp. Smoked it. Definitely seen some bigger ones than this guy under this dock. He's about to get unhooked on his own. Pop them off. Good to see these guys. Don't catch a lot of them. I say it every time I catch one, just trout, gotta be super gentle with. Not a lot of them around, unfortunately. When we do catch them, just wet your hands and send them right on back. Alright, so we got a shrimp here. I'm just taking my circle hook and rigging them just basically through the tail, just like this. Pretty simple. Simple rig. Let me toss it back in that shadow. I think there's kind of a hole right there, and there's all them trout sitting up in that hole. Let's hope that catching that one didn't spook the rest of them out of there. So far the 7.6, new 7.6 feels good. Doesn't feel a whole lot different from the 7-footer. Usually, like I said, medium rods I'm using 7-foot length, but oh, did I get eaten again? No, something was chasing him though. Try a little deeper back in the dock there. Oh, there's a bite. Oh, what is this? I think this is yeah. It's a little redfish. A little redfish. So this is probably going to be more of my focus here early in the morning is redfish. And I think we'll move towards snook later in the day. At least that's what I picture. Don't always work out like that. This guy's fired up. Little aggressive guy. I felt that thump under there and I was like, oh, definitely a fish. Beautiful little redfish there. Second fish of the day on the shrimp. You can see his blue tail. You can see that coloring in there. Get that from eating crustaceans, probably like shrimp and similar things. Probably shrimp, little crabs they can find, stuff like that. All right, we got 2 of our fish for the slam down. We might grab a slam today. We just need a snook now. I know those fish probably 14 inches a piece, but just grab another shrimp here. Let's stick with what we're doing. Seems like this dock's holding a few. Just free lining these shrimp right now. If it got a little windier and I needed to make some decent like length casts, I might switch to a jig head with the shrimp, but since it's pretty calm right now, I can kind of just flip these shrimp up under here. I can get the distance on my casts with no weight. Straight up just hanging onto this pole right here because it's holding me right in the spot I want to be. Oh, instantly bit. Dude, another rat red. Oh, this one's got some really cool spots. You guys got to take a look at this one. This one has some really cool spots for such a small redfish. They're under there. They are under there. No doubt those fish are under there. Loosen up a little bit here. These guys are really fired up today. Check out the spots on this side. It looks like he's got 4. And it almost looks like he's got some really faint spots in there too. Really just light colored. I don't know if those are spots or what they are, but he's got 4 on this side. And if I flip him around here, oh, he has 5 on that side. So pretty cool. Lots of spots on this red and a bright blue tail. All right, we're putting you back. We're putting you back. A super bright blue tail there. That was an instant bite. I wonder how many reds are actually under there. That was a teeny tiny shrimp too, probably one of the smallest ones I got in the bucket. Off he goes. Alright, seems like they're tucked up under there. Go right back in there with the shrimp. Just let them sink down to the bottom. Dude, am I getting picked up again? No, my shrimp is flicking around. Oh, I'm on. Yep. Dude, no way. I'm on. All right. Man. Well, it seems we are on the little rat reds on this dock. I'm gonna keep fishing it because I'm just so curious how many of these guys are under there, but this is the third one in a row that's probably 14, 15 inches little guy. We'll go ahead and get him unhooked and back him in the water. But they're just crushing that little shrimp, or the live shrimp. Any size shrimp I've thrown under there, it's gotten bites, so we'll take them off and put them back. This guy's got a little pointy head on him. See ya, bud. 4 fish down in like 10 minutes. 10 minutes. They're not big ones, but a fish is a fish. All right, I got a really fat, juicy shrimp on here. If there's anything decent under this dock, I think you might find this. At least I hope so. Definitely a good chance another 12-inch red comes out and smokes that shrimp. Seems like this dock is kind of, like it's kind of dug out. Oh, fish already on it. Oh, they're chasing them up on the surface, I see. Shrimp is up on the surface there and there's fish swarming them. Dude, this is ridiculous. Redfish number, shoot, I think I'm losing track. Is this 4 or 5? I think there's so many redfish under there that they are chasing the shrimp up to the surface and then eating it. Like, they're ferocious under there. I could be miscounting, but I think this is redfish number 4. I'm gonna toss them back. The one thing that I'm surprised about is I've caught 3 to 4 back-to-back reds here, and they're just still eating. It's like they're not spooking after one's caught. If there is a ton of them under there, they're just totally unaware of what's going on. Another shrimp right back under there. I feel like there's potential for a good one to be under there if there's so many fish under there. Oh, instant. This feels smaller. Oh, this is what we're definitely trying to avoid here. And with enough casts throwing a shrimp around, you're bound to find one. This is well, it's a catfish, hardhead catfish. See ya, bud. Oh, instant. I'm getting popped. Is something decent? Something decent? Another redfish, would you look at that? I don't know if I've ever found them like this, stacked like this. All the same size, all eating instantly, and we're catching them one after another. Another little guy, but I'll never complain about catching pretty much anything. Especially not redfish. Put them back. Alright. Well, the shrimp we got today weren't too big. I feel like in the summer a lot of times the shrimp are a little bit smaller. But this is a bigger one of the ones in the bucket here. Please, if there is any decent sized fish under there, eat this bait. Eat this bait, please. Oh, that's a bite. Whoa. They're killing it. They're killing it. Absolutely killing it today. Well, not too big. For sure, not too big, but that is redfish, I think number 6. I'm kind of losing track here. Just absolutely stacked. Trust me, I want to move on to some bigger fish, but if they're gonna keep eating every single cast, like I just gotta try, right? I just gotta keep fishing, right? How often do you have that opportunity? Not too often. Literally not too often are fish eating every single cast. At this point, the redfish must just be thinking these shrimp are just falling from the sky, because this is crazy. Dude. Straight up falling from the sky, these guys gotta think. I don't know how many fish could be under this dock. I have no clue. I just can't believe they haven't figured out that the shrimp are not just flying by. They're on a hook. I think that's 6. I lost track. I think that's 6 reds out from this one shadow. Literally just one shadow created by this dock. crazy. Crazy. The funny thing about it too is a lot of times redfish, here's another one by the way, a lot of times redfish, when one gets caught next to it, the redfish around it usually chase that red out, and that's not even happening right now. Like, they're straight up eating and just swimming out. It's like they're trading me catching them for a free shrimp or something like that. Crazy, man, crazy, crazy. They're eating so good, eating so good. I think I'm gonna start to move on here, work some other parts of that dock. I think like 7 or 8 back-to-back reds, all the same size, probably shows what's there. Don't know if there's gonna be anything bigger under there. So I'm gonna start sliding around here. Oh. Oh man, something just smoked him and ran with him, but spit him out or something. I think there's snook up under here. Might be able to complete, yep. Yep. Whoa. Not huge, but he got a decent run on me there. Yep. Just stay out of these poles. Hey, he's not bad. Bigger than I thought, man. I thought this was like an 18-incher. He's like 26, maybe. Oh. Good snook on the live shrimp. Try to keep him off right here. Good snook. Oh, that one caught me off guard. Caught me very off guard. I knew I had seen a fish or two under there. I'd seen a couple reds and a little dink snook, but this one ain't bad. It's probably 25 inches, 26 maybe. All right, beautiful snook there. About a, like I said, probably a 24 to 26 incher, somewhere in that range. Good fish all around. Got him on a shrimp. It's not too often I catch decent snook on a live shrimp, but hey, got it done. And that completes our inshore slam, and we've only been fishing a couple hours here, so go ahead and get this guy unhooked, and you know how it goes, back in the water. All right, circle hook out. That 5-0 has been perfect for all the fish today, but a beauty. Beauty. Go ahead and just spin him around here. Send him right on back to the trees. Well, that is fish, I don't know, maybe 8 or 9. We got like those 7 or 8 reds. We got a couple trout and we got a snook. So we're doing pretty dang good. I know nothing's been like monstrous, but to catch fish back to back to back really quickly and right off the bat is awesome. Awesome. So I'm just gonna put on another shrimp. I might need to retie my leader. We'll keep working this shoreline. There's fish on it. So let's go. I want to show you guys something here. Check this out. Rocket going up. Should start to really hear it here in a second, but I'm gonna leave this camera roll. It'll rumble this whole area. But there is some tarpon rolling. We'll see if we can get a tarpon while this rocket's going off, maybe. Oh. All right. Not a tarpon. I did have a shot at 2 of them there. They must have been well aware of, whoa, me being here, but a little red. What I always say about shrimp, the good thing about them is you catch everything. You just catch everything. Another little redfish there, blind casted under the dock on the shrimp. Another, it's like I have not seen a redfish that was over about this size, which is probably 15 inches. So like all the rest, he'll go right on back in the water. All right, let's re-shrimp up and keep going. Maybe I'll run into some more tarpon, but yeah, I ran into 2 just right there, and they just not a care in the world for what I was throwing. Tried to NLBN and tried to shrimp at them. Didn't care about either. Typical tarpon. Oh, all right, guys, we just worked a very nice looking shoreline. It is extremely clear, if y'all can see that, but it wasn't holding a whole lot. I saw, well, the last fish I saw was a snook that I missed. He hit it and he came unglued. So haven't seen much here in a minute, but we're gonna make a move. It's reaching that kind of midday point. It's getting pretty dang hot. If it wasn't hot at 8 a.m. this morning, it's even hotter now. But we got a few shrimp left in the bucket, and we're gonna keep working them. We haven't done half bad today. We've sort of whooped them. I mean, nothing huge, but we caught quite a few fish today. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put everything away. We're gonna make a big run, and hopefully that's gonna give us a better opportunity for snook, redfish, trout, tarpon, whatever it may be midday. I kind of got a good idea of where I want to be here. So let's go ahead and put stuff away, make our move, and I'll see you guys over there. Well, here's the situation I'm in now. I was running up on plane, moving to the next spot, and the engine just died on me. Just died. It came down to like an idle and then just shut off. So I have no clue. I think it's oil, or I'm sorry, not oil, fuel related. I just got a new fuel line, which I don't think it's the fuel line for that reason. I just got a new one, and it had ran great all day today, ran great when I installed it at home. And all of a sudden, I'm having issues with the engine today. Maybe there's water in the fuel. That seems to always be a common theme with the Ginu and the fuel tank being, you know, pretty exposed. Small engine, doesn't like water. It's being a pain right now. I'm gonna try to get it started. I just keep pulling and pulling, and it feels like it wants to go, but just won't, which means it sounds like there's something wrong with the fuel. But all right, I'm gonna keep pulling here. I'll let you know if I get it started. This is frustrating. It is super hot, and pulling a cord is not the most enjoyable thing to do, especially when it won't start. You need to go somewhere, so frustrating. But let me keep pulling it, see what I can do. All right, well, luckily I'm not super far from the ramp, probably 1.5 miles. I should be able to make it back with the trolling motor. I'm gonna start making my way there. I have blisters all over my hands from pulling the cord. Man, I just can't catch a break, man. Actually, I can't catch a break. I mean, it's not the worst thing to ever happen. But I know 7 years is the first time I've felt like I'm actually stranded with engine issues. All right. Well, we are gonna head home right now and see if we can diagnose the issue with the engine. I want to bring you all along with me. I think it's water in the fuel. I'm not sure, but I think it's water in the fuel. We're gonna find out here in a minute. All right, I'll see you guys here in a minute. We're off the water safe, and we're good to go. I'll put my seatbelt on, and I'll see you guys back at the house. All right, guys, so we've made it back to the house here. Here is part of what was our problem today, but I'm betting on it was the fuel, not anything to do with the engine. I'm betting on there was water in the fuel tank. This has happened so many different times before, and judging by how the engine kind of went out when I was running and then trying to start it again, it seemed like it wanted to go, but just no good fuel. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this water bottle right here, we're gonna fill it up with fuel, and that'll give us a clear look at the fuel and see if there's any water in there or any gunk or something that would have caused an issue with the engine today. So let's do that. All right, so what I'm doing right here is just taking a jig head and just pressing on that little ball on the end of the fuel line. It's under pressure right now, so if I just let it release a little bit, it starts pumping the fuel. And I'm filling up this water bottle here. I'm almost got it pretty filled, but that should work. So here's our fuel. We're gonna let it sit here for a second. So if there is water, it'll separate. The fuel will not mix with the water. But let me give it a minute here and we'll take a look at it.
All right, so after a few minutes here of letting the fuel sit, I'm not seeing anything wrong with it, honestly. Like, it looks clean. There's no separation of water and fuel. The thing is, the water will sink down to the bottom while the fuel will sink to the top. And a lot of times in your gas tank, the fuel line pulls from the bottom. So if there is water in the tank, it'll pull the water straight off the bottom and into your engine. And of course, the engine won't want to run on water. But I'm not seeing anything wrong with the fuel that's in the tank. I guess what I'm going to do now is maybe just see if I can start the engine. I don't know. I'm going to just try that, and then from there I'll take the cowling off and start looking around and maybe clean the fuel filter. Maybe that's gunked up, but from here, just one step at a time. Process of elimination. Let me get the earmuffs. All right, we'll give it a go here, see if it'll start. Maybe if it was just something funky that happened out on the water. I don't know. I haven't mentioned either. This is a 2012 99 Yamaha, and the fuel I have in the tank is it's just regular fuel, 87 octane. It's not ethanol free or anything like that. And for the most part, I never ever have an issue. It's been probably years since I've had any issues. So if it is fuel, that's what I was betting on. But I would also be kind of surprised because it hasn't presented any issues in years, like I said. Still nothing. Still nothing. All right, I found the issue. I took the cowling off, and I found the issue. Come check this out. All right, so I was looking around the engine, seeing if there was anything obvious, making sure the fuel line was connected properly, and I see this right here. So the spark plug, the boot, came off the spark plug. That surely was the issue. It's pressed on there good. I don't know how it could have came off, but surely that was the reason it wasn't starting. It's gotta be. Hey, we solved the problem. Well, I don't know if that's an engine issue. I don't know how the boot would have came off the spark plug there, but solved the issue. Solved it. Alright, well I guess that was an easy enough fix. Maybe I should have thought it out on the water. Maybe just take the cowling off and do a little inspection. But hey, problem solved. Feels good. With boats, trailers, cars, I think my dad taught me this best. There's never not issues. And my dad normally would be the person to help me with these, but I've learned enough from him. Solve the issue. It was super simple. Honestly, I was looking a little more into it than I needed to. Luckily, it wasn't the fuel. Fuel is good. And maybe we can get back out there another day. But for today's video, I'm glad we whacked them, solved the problem, had some fun, and I hope you guys enjoyed. That's that. I will see you guys in that next video.